Hello, Crazy Frank here, Half-Cock Gunsmithing, Fresno, California. Today, I just purchased this to sell. I've just opened a new store. Actually, it's not open yet, but it'll be open next couple days. I purchased this to sell in my store. It's a Ruger SR-22. Nice little gun. Be a great just a plinker, something fun. It's got the quad rail in the front so you could put a red dot on it. It's got a lot of nice features, but I can't leave anything alone. When I get it, I want to make it better. These don't have much of a feeding problem, but they do have a little bit of a feeding problem, and I can't really show you, but I'll walk you through it. I've already worked on it, and it's much better, but let me just walk you through it and show you what I do to make it feed even better. They're very simple to take down. There's a takedown lever right here. You can use your thumbnail, pull it down, all the way down. Then when you pull the slide back, you raise it up and pull it off the front. So it comes off very easy. We're not going to mess with this part of it. We're going to just put that aside. We'll worry about it later. We do have to take this out of the frame in order to remove the barrel. It's relatively simple. There's only one pin. It's a 3/32 pin. So we're going to knock out that pin. Comes out. It's tight, as it should be, but it comes out fairly easy. So it's out. And now this would seemingly lift right out, but it won't, because the portion with the serial number actually sticks into this window. So what you do is you just very gently, the frame is polymer so it moves, you just put something in here and open it up just a little bit, and the barrel will pull right out. Once I get it out, you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. Okay, now it's out of the window. You probably can't see it, but now this will just lift right out of the gun. Now when you bring it out, be careful of the spring. Oh, come on, it's supposed to just pull right out. And I have no idea what's keeping this. Oh, should have dropped the mag. There we go. Sorry. Very simple. This is a spring now right here that goes in here. This is one I wanted you to watch. It lies right on the side here. And there's a little very small spring, and you want to make sure you don't lose that. After you have those things out of there, all you have to do is remove one screw. Oh, I changed bits. Let me get the right bit. I forget which one it is. Maybe this one. Nope. Nope. What did I do with it? Thought I had it already out. Oh, it's in the other. There we go. Take out this one screw, and from the factory it'll have a dab of red Loctite on it, and there's a metal washer, a little lock washer. Then the barrel comes right out. What we're doing here is that the barrel itself, the feed ramp, there's a little bitty lip. And maybe I can draw you something here to show you. What happens is you've got the barrel, you have the barrel opening. The feed ramp is here, and just the smallest part of this barrel is in the way of the feed ramp. So the edge of your bullet can catch on the edge of the barrel. So I have a very, very small file. I put it into my vise, and I go in here and I file away, not touching the feed ramp, but bringing the barrel down to the feed ramp only a tiny bit. Barrels are fairly soft. It comes right out. Then with it in there in the vise, the padded vise, I have a little wood dowel that's got different shapes to it, and I use a 1200 emery paper, and I will take it and I will work this area to take out any machine marks. Every time I hear it, it bugs me, but they say don't take off any metal. Obviously you're taking off metal, but you're only taking off the most minute amount. So you polish it with this first, then I use my Dremel tool and a polishing wheel with some polishing compound. There's a lot of acceptable compounds, and you polish it, and as you can see now, it has a mirror finish. And you can see the tiniest, you probably can't see it, but there's a tiniest little dimple in the barrel itself, so that when the round, I don't keep any ammunition on my bench, but I have some on top of the gun vise, or gun safe. As it feeds in now, there's nothing to restrict it. Nice, smooth transition into the barrel. And that's what's going to make the gun feed better. So once you've done that, and you can do it yourself, it's not a big deal. It's not even that time consuming. It's relatively simple and easy to do. Then put your barrel back in. Very simple. There's a slot here and a pin sticking up, and that's what goes in there. And then you pick your screw with the lock washer, put it in, and tighten it up. After that's tight, then you're going to put the spring, this spring, and I tweaked it a little bit when I forgot to take the magazine out. But once it's in place, the plunger, it has to be in the right place. But the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to put this, the little spring, it has two little prongs on it. One prong goes into this hole here, and this prong here will go into this is for the slide lock. It pivots on this small hole, and the spring goes into this hole. And this can be a little bit of a booger to kind of get together. If you push this up, it'll stay in the recessed area, but it can jump out. So just be careful, and they'll go flying across the room, and they can be a booger to find. So it's in there now. So you put this in here on top of this pin. It jumped out. Okay, it's in, and it's spring loaded up and down. So that's what we want. So we got to keep our hand on this so it can't jump out. We're going to now put this, the plunger goes in the hole. The spring itself will go into the hole in the frame. And there's a hole right here where the spring goes in. Not very deep, but you put the spring in the hole, and as you put it together, Now this can't jump out because it's in the frame. You go down, this will snap into place, and you're basically back together. The only thing you have to do now is replace this pin. It's snug. It goes in a little hard. But you can look at the other side and put your punch in there if you wanted to make sure that it's lined up, but it goes in hard. And all you're going to do is you're going to punch it in until it's even on both sides. It's going to be about a 1/16 of an inch inside of the frame on both sides. And we're almost there. Now we're flush. Now we're in about a 1/16 there, a little bit more, and they'll be even. Okay, now to put, this trigger feels like you've left something out, but it's only because the magazine is not in. Once the magazine is in, the trigger becomes live. It has to be cocked. Then we take the spring and the guide rod and go into their appropriate hole, pull it back, it'll drop down because this is out of the way, and go forward, and it's back together. Bring your takedown notch up, now it's together, and it's double action and single action, and you can see in there that it's like I say, it has a mirror finish. Now it will feed better. They don't really have an issue, but occasionally you will have one jam. If you do that, I don't think you'll have any problem with this gun. It'll be foolproof. It's a simple thing. Don't be afraid to try it. And now when I sell it, hopefully my customer is happier than he would be if I hadn't touched it. But I can't not touch it. I've got to try and make things better. So that's it for today. It was simple, it was quick. So it's Crazy Frank signing out.